The Air Venturi Alpha proves that it can be accurate out to 100 yards, but today I want to fine-tune that and see just how accurate this thing can be. In my last video, we didn't have a scope that was good enough to really test that. I've changed that. I've got a scope with a ballistic drop compensating reticle on it. We are ready to fine-tune this thing at 100 yards if it can be done. So we're going to check consistency on a 3-inch piece of steel at 100 yards. We're also going to check penetration. I've got a block of clay. I've got a gallon jug full of water at 100 yards. Can this thing bust the gallon jug? How far will it penetrate into the block of clay? We're going to find out. Now, one thing is different from last time. On the last 100-yard review that I did, I had used the Target H&N Field and Target Trophy pellets. When I did do a little bit of preliminary testing to see what was going to be most accurate at 100 yards, it ended up being these JSB Match Exact Jumbo Diablo. They are 15.89 grains. I've actually got some more pellets on the way, some heavier ones, some slugs, some different things. So I will do a future video to try to see what absolutely is the most accurate at 100 yards. But today for this, out of the ones that I've got, these Exact Jumbo Diablos are what we're going to be using. So let's start off first with just penetration. Got that block of clay up there at 100 yards, and I've got that gallon jug at 100 yards. I have done penetration tests with the Alpha on the block of clay previously from, I want to say it was something like 25 yards, and we penetrated, depending on the pellet, anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches. So that will give us a comparison. 20, 25 yards, 1 inch to 2 inches penetration. What can we get at 100 yards? So let's give that a go. I think I'm hitting it. Well, the jug moved, so I guess I hit it. Let's try 10 shots at 100 yards on that 3-inch steel. 10 straight shots. Yeah, 9 out of 10. 9 of 10 shots. Looks like a nice little group too. Let's see here. Minimum feet per second on that, 836.3. Max, 840.9. Average feet per second, 838.3. Man, standard deviation of 1.4. Wow. Let's go look at that group size. The Alpha is just absolutely ridiculously awesome. So I brought the target down here so you guys can look at it close up. Got the target, got our block of clay. got our jug. Let's talk about the clay first. This was I hit with all 6 of those shots. Well, I can't remember how many shots I took, but I hit with 6 of them. This one you can see glanced off the top and still had enough steam to, it didn't just glance off the top, it literally drug through it and blasted clay off the top. I'm going to check depth here on these other 5 shots and see what we've got. So over here, I'm touching the back of the pellet. I can feel that landing on it. Hit the back of the pellet, and our penetration there is about 1 7/8 inches. 1 7/8 inches of penetration. Remember, close range penetration on this from my other video was 1 to 2 inches. Wow, that one. Let's see. Alright. Same, 1 7/8 inches, almost. We are right at 2 inches. And it's unreal. Same thing. 1 3/4 inches. Unreal. And this is to the back of the pellet, so I mean, you know, the pellet's whatever, 1/4 inch long, so technically I guess you would say we're over. That one did go over 2 inches penetration. Wow. That's something else, man. Something else. So, no reduction in penetration capability, surprisingly. No reduction in penetration capability from 25 yards to 100 yards with the Alpha. Super awesome. Now, let's get to the jug first, because this confirms, this agrees with the fact that this penetration is ridiculous. I'm not surprised that we hit it 3 times. I will point out that that's a fantastic little group, even with those 3 shots, and I was sort of trying to move it a little bit. I actually hit a little closer than I meant to on those 2. I'm not really surprised that it did penetrate. Now, this was a jug completely full of water at 100 yards. I'm not surprised that those 3 shots penetrated. What I am surprised about is all 3 of them exited out the back. 1, 2, 3. Can't believe it. I mean, that's you could take a rabbit at 100 yards with this thing. It is going to perform. It looks like it's going to perform just like it does at 25 yards. It's unreal, unreal. Now let's look at our target here. This group is what a lot of people hope that their high-powered rifle is going to do at 100 yards. Now, I missed one. I've not looked at how close I was, or if you can even tell how close I was. Still could have been. This thing is super light. I guess I need to try to get a better backrest. When I repeat this video, when I get those other pellets in and we go for ultra precision long range load and determine what is the best that shoots out of mine, I'll have to get a better backrest. But I missed. This is I keep calling it a 3-inch, so it's actually 4.5 inches. I'm sorry I fibbed to you. So this is a 4.5 inch circle. We had 9 out of 10 shots hit. The furthest spread on this is 2.5 inches. Now, we had the flyer, we had the one that I missed, but the furthest spread on this, let me get this camera up here. Furthest spread, 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. 100 yards. Look at this. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of those shots. Here's the coolest part. 6 shots. This is a 50-cent piece. Practically covered with a 50-cent piece. Unreal. Unreal, man. That 6-shot group right there, the exact measurement on that, 1.1 inches. We have a total 1.1 inches of 6 shots. They're touching, stacked them in. 6 shots, 7, 8, 9, and then we had our flyer that went off somewhere. I don't know where. I already showed you the chronograph. A really consistent standard deviation there is unreal. I just, why would you want a brake barrel? I don't know why you, I mean, this is a budget entry-level PCP. The next test is going to be with different pellets. We will repeat this with our exact Jumbo Diablos, I would imagine, and I've got several other pellets. I've got some slugs that we're going to be trying. We'll talk about what all those are in the next video. And I guess I'll get me a better backrest, and we'll just see what the potential of this thing really is. How tiny of a group, even though this is already ridiculous, how tiny of a group can we get with the Air Venturi Alpha? Watch for that video real soon. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out the other videos that I've done on the Alpha. Got tons of pellet rifle stuff. Check out the pellet rifle playlist that we have on the channel, the air rifle playlist. I've got all kinds of hunts and long-range shooting and tons of stuff. So subscribe, become a part of the Hunt, Shoot, Live team. But I do appreciate you. God bless you. We'll catch you next time.